Good afternoon. I wanted to show you how we produce more food out of our garden by utilizing secondary edibles off of the plants that we're already growing. We're going to use cabbage, broccoli, and beet leaves to make a stir fry. If you utilize the secondary edibles on the plants that you have in your garden, you can eat for months off of that plant instead of just getting a single meal. Today we're using cabbage, beets, and broccoli, the leaves off of them, and we're adding them to a stir fry that we're making from the green beans, the sugar snap peas, and zucchini. And I'm doing this just as simple as possible. I'm not even cutting this up with a knife other than to remove the spine out of the center of the cabbage leaves. We just chunk this up, throw it in the wok, cook it down, and have a fantastic meal. We have enough food that we can do this out of a fairly small garden. We've got 4 grow boxes out there in the greenhouse that we can eat a full meal like this 2 to 3 times a week. You get the point. You don't need to see all of this. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Before I do that though, let me add, if you have a small space in which to garden, a small backyard, growing crops that have secondary edibles can significantly increase the amount of food that you're able to produce in your garden. This is all part of the Mittleider gardening method. If you have the Mittleider gardening book, in the back, in the appendixes, you will find a list of all of the plants that have a secondary edible on them. These broccoli leaves are probably one of my favorite. I use them now on my sandwiches instead of lettuce. The broccoli is phenomenal. I use it in smoothies. I meant cabbage. I was looking at cabbage. Now, if you want to add additional things from the store to your stir fry, you absolutely can. We largely have just greens in our stir fry here. We don't have any carrots from the store. We don't have carrots available in the garden yet. As we do, those will go in. We are going to use a can of chicken and add that in there for a little protein, but everything else is right out of the garden. I like this because it is wildly inexpensive. We do have to, of course, we don't grow rice. We do have to buy the rice. For just a couple of dollars, we have a meal here that's going to feed 4 of us. It's already growing in the garden, and by consuming these leaves, we are actually going to produce more food. When you take a leaf or 2 off of each plant, it will stimulate it into growing more so that you have more food every week out of your garden for no additional money and just a little bit more of your time. All right, as you can see, we're all done. This is, with the exception of the chicken, everything in here is out of the garden. It smells wonderful. It is very nutritious, very good for you, and very easy to make. If you are interested in learning how to use secondary edibles, this is going to be seen more frequently here on our channel, and you can also join the Mittleider Gardening Facebook group. I am a member there, and you can learn more about the Mittleider gardening method there or out of the different videos in our playlist here. I am going to go eat. Have a good day.